Hi everyone, it's Rachel from Sweet and Simple Home. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be tackling that cleaning up task that has to happen after you bring in all your Christmas decor. I have a lot of pieces with glitter and fake snow and vintage bits that kind of flake off, and I feel like my entire house is covered in a thin layer of Christmas glittery dust. And hopefully throughout this video I can also be doing those little finishing touches. I don't know why it surprises me every year when the Christmas bins are brought in. The mess tends to overwhelm me. So I thought I'd share some of my tips and Christmas mess survival hacks with you, as well as a little finishing touch type decorating. This video is sponsored by Ultenic. I love their wet dry vacuum and I've worked with them before in the past. You may remember a video from the fall. They reached out to see if I'd be willing to share a discount link with my viewers, and I said absolutely. I love this product. So I'll be using the Ultenic AC1 Elite wet dry vacuum later in the video, and you can find the link at the top of the description box below with the sale. So first and foremost, I think you can even see it on the camera, I have so much glitter on the couch. I need to then get to the floor. So I want to do the couch and all the dusting first. I feel like my floors hide it really well, but that doesn't mean that it's not there. It's totally everywhere, the glitter. Fa la 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 glitter. I have one of those couches that has like little divots in it, and I feel like the glitter is literally pooling in these little divots. So I'm going to remove the pillows. Some of them I will need to do some real cleaning to, but I'm going to take a little handheld vacuum and move into those little divots especially, and I find if I do this, that really helps get the glitter buildup out of there. So if you have a couch like this or a chair like this method really works well for me. So tending to the pillows, these covers are washable, but there's still glitter on them. So I went ahead and got my little tape roller and am getting the rest of the glitter off, and this worked really well. I like to use this on lampshades as well as my headboard. It's a nice little way to make it work. These pillows just needed a real good pat and they were good to go. These pillows I pulled out of storage, and while they weren't glittery, they had creases on them. So what I tried, and I think it worked pretty well, I took my handheld steamer and just lightly ran it over the surface of the pillow. And especially after it sat a little while, this was right after, but after it sat a little while, it looked brand new. So that's a little tip if you're pulling pillows out from storage. So next I moved on to dusting. I just have here a little white sort of faux feather duster from the Dollar Tree. This works really well for Christmas glittery dust. It just really picks it up, and I shake it off outside when I'm done and it works great, and it's cheap. Next, I just gave my counters a wipe down. The mess was also on the counters because I decorated in the kitchen a little bit too. So I'm just using a rag and my day-to-day spray and giving this a little clean as well. This is an incredible tip for you guys. So I bought this placemat at the Dollar Tree, and I have a constant problem with people putting down their water glass and then forgetting which one is theirs, and our water glasses all look the same. So I took a Sharpie and I wrote everyone's name on this placemat, and then you put your cup on top of your name, and that way you know which cup is yours. And this has cut down on cups on the counter drastically, and I even added a little spot for a guest or two if we have them. Now I have a little bit of decor left out on the table. I'm going to tackle hanging up my Christmas card display. I just used ribbon and I stood on that ladder and tacked it in at the top. I have little clips, and these are cards that I've saved from past years or I've collected because they're vintage, and I just clip them on all the way up. I'll replace them with cards as they come in. So now it's the next day. Can never get it all done in one day. That's totally fine. And I am ironing these really cute tea towels my husband got for me for my birthday last year. They are printed with images from White Christmas, and they are a little bit on the delicate side. So this method works really well if you have printed images like this, or even vintage linens. If you put a towel on top that's a little bit damp, you can protect the image or protect the vintage linen. I used command hooks to attach them to the side of my island and hung them here, so I'm using them purely as decoration. Now it's time to tackle the floor. I pulled out the charging base for my Ultenic AC1 Elite and plugged it in. I store this just around the corner in that closet. So this spot for charging is perfect for me. You just set the vacuum on top of the base and the little light shows you that it is charging. One thing I'm doing a little differently from the last time I shared this vacuum with you is that I'm removing the brush roller piece and rinsing it off after each use so it slides in and out really easily. So I've been doing this step now. The top cover just pops right back on and you're good to go. So next I fill up the water tank. Again, this piece just pops right off. I use the lemon floor cleaning solution. I really like the scent. It's very mild. You only need about a cap full. Don't spill it like I did. After you pour in the cap full, you just fill the tank with water and it pops right back into the back. This button is the self-cleaning mode. I like to run this before I wet dry vacuum the floors. It just takes a few seconds and then I know the machine is fresh and ready to go.
Power on.
My go-to function is the smart mode. The AC1 automatically goes to that function. You can switch it to max mode or water absorption mode if you have excess water you want to pull up. I love how this machine gets right up next to the baseboard. You may have noticed some little scuff marks in the close-up shots, and that's because I love how well it cleans right up next to my baseboards. So this spot is my heavy hitting area. I use max mode here and it leaves a little extra water, but not much. I use the water absorption mode when I need it after doing the max mode. I use this machine to get right under the cupboards too. My kitchen floors look and smell so clean and fresh. So when I'm done, I again run the self-clean mode. I lay out a small towel by the sink, then remove the wastewater tank once the self-clean is finished. In the sink, the lid pops right off. I rinse each of the pieces and put them on the towel. It's that easy. Can you see the glitter in the water? It was so sparkly, but I'm not sure the camera picked it up. So next I removed the brush roller piece and rinsed it. There may be water in the charging base tray, and that is no big deal. It's from the machine drying out. You can wipe it up if you'd like. So today I don't have any plans. So I'm leaving the machine to charge right now and all the pieces to air dry. And I'm just going to leave these here to dry overnight and they'll be ready to go again in the morning if I need them. It feels so much better in here. It smells amazing and clean too. At this point with my decor, I had just this little pile of things left. This red bow garland in particular I found at Walmart for around $8, which I thought was a great price. And I've been really into the sort of layered garland look that I've been seeing everywhere. So I took some of the snowflakes that I cut out. I made a bunch of these snowflakes with my kids and we covered our windows and our back slider door with them, and we made 6 that matched each other. And then I took a long piece of white, just regular thread and used a needle to work in and out of the top spike of each of these 6 snowflakes, and this created a very subtle garland. When I picked it up, I was so pleased with how it looked like it was floating in air. So I'm going to hang this up above our dining table, kind of lay it over our artwork that we have up there, and then I just use some tacks, just simple tacks, to add the red bow garland over the top of it, and I love the way that it looks together. If you are interested in the Ultenic AC1 Elite vacuum, the link to the sale price is in the description box. The sale price will end on November 30th and it's discounted down to $186.99 for this sale. So be sure to use the link if you would like that price and are interested in the vacuum. So happy cleaning, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving to my fellow Americans. If you haven't watched my Christmas decor tour, it is here on the screen for you to watch next, as well as linked below. Thanks so much for watching, and I will be back with more soon. Take care. Bye.